Huh? Hey everyone, how's it going? I thought this time to answer all these questions I'd do something a bit differently rather than doing the same old copy and paste pictures of myself, and I thought I'd be rather genuine and show you my actual reactions when I answer your questions. Now before I get started though, there is one thing I want to say, and that is I'm really, really sorry it's taken me so long to get these questions answered and just putting up anything on my channel. The main reason for that is because I'm still going in and out of hospital, finding out what these symptom things are, and trying to figure out what they can do to make me better. But the good news is, I'm getting better, and once again, I'm not dead. So, let's crack on with these questions then, shall we? Okay, so the first question I got asked, and I got asked this a few times, and that was asked by Why Hannah Backwards, Sarah Louise Roberts, and Alexis Davis. And they pretty much asked the question, how did you figure out you wanted to be a voice actor, what made you want to do it, and how did you know you wanted to do impressions well? The main reason I wanted to get into acting was because from a young age, you know when you're young, you like to play around with your friends and pretend you're different characters and say, I'm He-Man, I'm Superman, I'm Wonder Woman. It kind of spawned off from that, really. I enjoyed playing other characters. I enjoyed being other people. And the journey so far, it's been interesting. It's still an ongoing journey, but it's definitely something I look forward to doing more of in the future. But the main reason I wanted to get into voice acting and to do impressions was because with voice acting, you're not just limited to one character. You can do multiple characters and you can learn to do different voices. Which is why I prefer this over on-screen acting, because you've only got one face, unless it's covered up by prosthetics or a superhero mask, or they change your hair. It's still you, they can still see that's you as an actor. What I love about voice acting is you can use that to literally look like someone else and sound like someone else, which is awesome. And as for the impressions, that was more a case of, I just learned how to do them. I thought, I could use this and people enjoy it. I can do it for their entertainment. Why not? Okay, the second question. And again, another one asked by a number of people, including Radsicle and Hayley Hughes. Their question basically is, who is your favourite person to impersonate? And if you could meet a person who you impersonate, who would you meet and why? And also, if you could switch with a character from a film or TV show, which character would I choose? I'd say my favourite characters or people to impersonate would be the 10th Doctor, naturally. I enjoy doing Jack Sparrow. That gets a lot of reactions out of people when you do it the first few times. Those are definitely the two I would say I enjoy impersonating the most. I enjoy doing a lot of the characters that I can do, but those two seem to be the most popular, and I have fun doing them because in that way people have a laugh and do the whole whenever I do them. As for which character would I like to swap around with, I'm torn between the Doctor, and probably Superman. Don't know why. Doctor Who because obviously he's got the TARDIS, he can go over time and space and everything, and Superman because he can fly, he's got those cool powers, and he stands for something good, and people seem to like him. And there's a lot of people out there that don't like him, but hey, I like Superman. I grew up with him as a kid. He was cool when I was growing up. Also, as for meeting a famous person that I can impersonate, believe it or not, I have met them. I've met David Tennant at a Comic-Con. I met Johnny Depp at the premiere for Pirates of the Caribbean 4. And I met Robert Downey Jr. at the premiere for The Avengers. Again, for the last two, I didn't have really a chance to do the impression in front of them because there were people around me scrambling for autographs, and so was I. As for David Tennant, I had the chance to, but I didn't really get to. I got told by the Hollywood show that apparently David has seen the Hollywood show Doctor Who parody with me doing the voice of him. I'd love to know what he thinks about it, and I'd love to meet him so we can talk about it, but oh. Okay, my third question comes from Atlas Animations, who I do voice work for in his Lego videos, which you should go check out. And he asks, what's the meaning of life? And what other hobbies do you have besides voice acting? 42. My other hobbies from voice acting include regular acting. I enjoy drawing, as some people may know. And just spending time with friends and family and people who just want to get to know me. My next question comes from Alternation Revolver 97, and he asks, what did you think of the new Spider-Man? It's alright. Now, don't get me wrong when I say this, because I grew up watching Spider-Man. I grew up watching the films and thinking, oh my god, these are the best things ever. And, well, with an exception. But not too long after that particular film came out, I remember joking around with my friends saying, hey, I bet you, like, when we're in our early 40s, late 30s, they're going to reboot Spider-Man, and we'll be all there going, ha, I remember watching that when I was a kid. Turns out I didn't have to wait that long. Now, regarding the new Spider-Man franchise, I don't mind it so much, and I know a lot of people have their issues with Amazing Spider-Man 2. I actually didn't mind it. I thought it was okay. There were some really well thought out scenes in it, and again, Andrew Garfield is perfect as Spider-Man. And some of the scenes like involving introducing the Green Goblin and Electro I thought were quite okay. Wasn't too keen on Electro being a scientist. I remember him being a crook. And that final scene. Tragic. Boo freaking who? Next question comes from Good Films Bad Movies, and they ask, if you could be half man, half sausage, what half would you be and why? I think I'd be half sausage from the bottom, because in that way, if I get hungry, I can just go down on myself and get some meat. Wait. Next question comes from Miranda Cornelius, who asks, would you ever consider doing voice work for video games? I'm asking because I'm currently working on a small indie game right now, and I'd love to possibly hire you when I get to the sound phase of it. Would that be something you would ever be interested in, or voice acting for games in general? Thanks! Well, thank you, Miranda. And the answer to that question is yes, I would love to. So, Miranda, if you're still watching this, message me. So my next question comes from The Hillywood Show. And their question is...
Hi, Elliott. It's Hilly and Hannah from The Hillywood Show. Our first question to you is, when did you first find out you could do voice impersonations?
And our second question to you is, when you first saw Doctor Who parody and you heard the Doctor's voice, how did it feel?
Thanks again for the question, girls. If you haven't subscribed to The Hillywood Show yet, I suggest you go do, and go watch the Doctor Who parody. When did I first realise I want to do impressions? I think it was around when I was 17 or 18, and I was in college. We started learning to do these exercises where we had to change our voices to suit other characters. And after a while, I started learning to do other accents, learning to do different voices for different characters. And then after a while, my voice started to sound like other people. I think it was after Pirates of the Caribbean 2 came out, I learned to do Jack Sparrow, and I learned to do the Doctor at in between season 3. And yeah, everything since then, just yeah. So kind of when I was like 17 or 18, that's when I learned I wanted to do impressions and stuff. What was my reaction? No, it was really fun, and really kind of weird actually, seeing my voice on someone else's body, or coming out from someone else's body. So it was really weird, I'll say that, but it was also overwhelming, because I was like, wow, you know, this is the start of something great. And seeing the reactions that video has gotten, and like, including some of the YouTube reaction videos that people have posted, It's mind-blowing. The next question comes from those lovely guys at Sneaky Zebra, and they ask...
Now, this is a story all about how my life got flip-turned upside down. I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there while I ask you a Q&A question. So, my question to you, El, is this. If you could voice any video game character, who would it be? And why? Yeah, you didn't see the Empire coming, did you? Did you?
Actually, if you haven't checked out Sneaky Zebra's channel yet, I strongly suggest you do. Go check them out and subscribe to them. And tell them I sent you. Now, if I could voice any video game character... I know he's not technically a video game character, but he has had video games made of him. It would have to be Spider-Man. Pure and simple. Main reason for that being is because of every character I've played, or every character I've ever had a look at, the one character I've always wanted to play, that I've always enjoyed, and one that I can identify with mostly, definitely, is Spider-Man. So, if I got the chance just to voice him, then I can officially say I've played Spider-Man, and I would die happy.
Someone yell for some Kool-Aid.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm just amusing myself. Don't worry about it.
So, there you go. There's all the questions I've answered with the knowledge I have. Who knows? Maybe I'll do another one in a couple of weeks, months, or years. Thank you all so much for being so patient. I really do appreciate it, guys. And things are definitely coming up. I promise you that.